My name is Na-pajra Umpudh. I'm the Chief Executive Officer at CloudHM. So we're one of VMware's strategic VCPP partner in Thailand. We provide multi-cloud services to over 1,000 enterprises in Thailand. Our service covers from multi-cloud consultancy, migration. So aside from being a VMware partner, we're also partners with the hyperscalers as well. And we also do data services, data consulting. And lastly, I think a really popular or highly in-demand service right now that we also do is basically upskilling.
Would you agree that a lot of customers today in their cloud journey are still really at the beginning, having in-house skills at the right level to support the journey and maybe being a barrier for acceleration of a customer's cloud journey? Would you align with that?
Yeah, I think even for us, we live and breathe cloud, and we still have an issue with finding talent. The lack of manpower, or the gap is Thailand produces roughly around 25,000 tech IT graduates a year, and we have around 150,000 companies with revenue over, let's say, around 300 or 400K USD. So that leaves around, I think, if you do the math, probably around 0.2 graduates per company per year. So yes, we definitely suffer from big skill manpower problems, talent problems.
We've done a recent survey, and I think saying just under 50% of organizations say that lack of internal skills, it's preventing them from moving forward. You talked about upskilling. Perhaps you want to dig a little bit deeper into that in terms of how you're helping customers upskill and try and fix this challenge that they have around internal skills.
From my conversations with our customers, there are two ways to go about it. One, of course, is to try to hire people with the necessary skills, which, as I mentioned earlier, people of the right skills are scarce. The second way would be to try and upskill basically the people you have. And I think for organizations, they should pursue both paths, right? Yeah. Sometimes you might be lucky, right? Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes you might get lucky. Yeah. You might be able to secure a few really good talents, but you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket. So you should also try and upskill. So that's where we come in. So we help upskill their existing team, basically give them the necessary foundation. As you mentioned, we go do an internal assessment for them of the skill gap that they have. Before even the skill gap, we talk to the management, and we talk to them about their roadmap in terms of the objective. Then we break it down into, okay, then what skills do your people need to have? Whether it's just cloud, or does it have to be DevOps? If you're developing your own apps. So once we do the assessment, then we plan out the courses for them, basically the roadmap to upskill them. Yeah, and then we go in and we train them.
So you talked about upskilling or helping customers upskill for day one and day two, technical skills. Is there any other skill enablement or skill offering that you have for your customers today?
With the cloud, it's not a conversation that you have with just the IT or the technical department, but also the business side. The business objectives has to come from the business side. So we also need to educate the business side of companies, of what the technologies that I guess are shaping the world today are, not just cloud, but let's say you dig deeper, AI, machine learning, big data, IoT, as well as security. So we also train and upskill the marketing team, as well as executives, as well as business development.
So they're making informed decisions or understand the technology in terms of how it can help them from their overall business strategy.
It basically helps the IT department, because once the business side understands what the technology is,
or
conceptually,
can
do, then the IT department can have clear objectives. Right? So it helps with conversations between the two parties as well.
Nick, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate the conversation.
Great.